I have a job and you have a job, and this is the way I start every one of my lessons when I guest teach. I want to make sure that we understand what we're doing together, okay? So, I will just read to you. You're just watching and listening. Teach your job. My job, boys and girls, is to teach, guide, and cheer you on. Okay, I want you to learn. I want to help you get there, and I want to be positive and cheer you on. That's one thing I definitely learned from Ms. Biondini. Smile, be positive, cheer you on. Teach your job, to give you time to think, to talk, and to ask questions. That way you understand. You have to think, you have to talk, and you have to ask questions. Right? That's what we're aiming for. And finally, my job is to help you find success and to do well. I want you to understand the lesson today and learn as best you can. So that's my goal. Okay, you have a job. So repeat after me, please. Student job.
Student job.
Try that again. You're going to repeat after me. Student job.
Student job.
My job is to listen, participate, and try. My job is to think, talk, and ask questions. My job is to focus, work, and try again. Now listen, please. Why do I list try 2 times? Why do I list try 2 times? In your job, I've listed try twice. Why do I do that? Okay. I see 2 hands? 3? Come on. Why do I list try? There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Thank you. Only 8 of you know why I list try twice. Come on, there's 9, there's 10, thank you. Okay? All right, there's 11, 12, 13. There's 13 and a half, 14, 15 in front of me. Oh, thank you, 16. Now I have over half the class, okay? All right, yes, sir, and yes, ma'am. All right, what is your thinking? Why, and thank you, hands, by the way.
Because I keep trying again.
Yeah, to tell you to keep trying again. Listen twice to make sure you know the message. Try again. What is your thinking?
Don't give up.
Don't give up. Let's try twice so I send you the message of don't give up. Would anybody else like to add? Yes?
Maybe when you fail, when you try, but when you fail, you should always do it again.
Can't say it any better than that. Yes? Just a reminder to try your best. Yes, sir?
Even if you can't do it, keep trying until you get it.
Yes, because my job is to help you find success. So keep trying. I'm going to get you there. That's my job. I got to get you to be successful. All right, we'll do that as best we can. Thank you for your participation. Okay, so this, leave that there, please. That first poster will stay in the room. If your teacher would like to use it, she may. If she'd like to break it out another time, she may. But this is our reminder that teachers have jobs, and you have a job. Okay, let's always do our job as best we can. So I'll step out of the camera for a second, put this over there. I'll hold this up if we need reminders, but otherwise I trust 5th grade has it in their heads. Okay? All right, now, our job together is the following. Okay, it's the following. I'm going to read, you're going to listen. Here we go. The focus of our lesson today falls under English Language Arts, ELA, Literacy, RI.5.2. Okay, and I will explain that. You have, as 5th graders, you are moving through a set of standards that your teacher is teaching you. Those standards are meant to give you the information and skills and knowledge to become a very good 5th grader. And they're organized in 2 subject areas for the most part. One is English Language Arts, the other is mathematics. There's also standards associated with writing that leave us knowing what to do in history and science and some other subject areas. So ELA is English Language Arts, got that. Literacy, knowing how to read and write. There it is. Okay, RI is reading informational text. And that's what we're doing today. So we're going to read some informational text. All right? 5.2 is simply the 5th standard, part 2. Okay, that's all it means. So there's a long list. Reading information 1, reading information 2, reading information number 3. We're working on number 5. And under number 5, there's a couple of parts. We're working on part 2. Okay? All right. It'd be the same way as saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're table 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then part 2 is the second table. All right, so we're just taking this section. And what we're doing today is the following. Repeat after me, please. Okay, repeat after me. Determine 2 or more.
Determine 2 or more.
Main ideas of a text.
Main ideas of the text.
And explain how they are.
And explain how they are.
Supported by key details.
Supported by key details.
Summarize the text.
Summarize the text.
So that's what we're trying to accomplish today with our informational text. Now, when your teachers give you these standards, or if they give you the standards, or when they do, we have to make sure that we understand them. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to underline the verbs to make sure we know what we're doing. Now, in this lesson, I have 4 things to do with you. I don't know if I can do them all. I'm going to try to do 3. Determine, explain, things are supported, and summarize. That's what we have to do today. So the question is, what does determine mean? Talk to a neighbor, turn to a neighbor. What's determine mean? I think determine means, if you get into a determine, go to explain. I think explain means, I think supported, I think summarize. Okay, come back to 5. Back to me in 2. I need your focus in 1. Thank you. You may have talked about all 4. Let's work and see how we did. I need 2 people to volunteer to share with me what you think determine means. Okay? I have 1 hand. And I'm always looking for another boy and girl, so the pairs like that. Okay, so we have a 2 right here. Yes? Try to guess what you read about. Just figure it out. Read what are you thinking. Willing to do something? Determine is not to do. Determine is to think and figure out. So we're going to figure out 2 or more main ideas of a text. And explain. So actually, let me write figure out. Because if that's helpful to you, I want to make sure that you have that language. Figure out is to determine. So we're going to figure out 2 main ideas. And then we're going to explain. What's explain mean? Explain. I'm going to try to call on new hands. So you're an old hand. New hands right in front. Thank you for your hand, though. What does explain mean? Explain is to break it down for someone. What else?
To simplify a text and like to tell somebody about a topic.
To tell somebody about a topic and make it more simple so that everybody can understand. Okay? So we're going to explain, we're going to tell about how they are supported. What is supported? How are the main ideas supported? How are they how are they held up? How are they strengthened? How are they understood? Yes, sir?
Supporting
No? Okay, I'll come back to you if you want, Mr. Old Hand and Old Hand.
I think it means to like get clue words and in your own thinking.
Okay. How are you getting information, clues, your own thinking?
To gather up details to figure out like what it means.
Okay. How to figure it out with details. So we're going to tell about how they are supported, how they are explained, how they are shared, how they are understood by others. And then summarize is what? What's summarize?
How to tell or write.
How to tell or write again. Okay. Yes, sir.
Writing and you're telling the whole story, but shorter and quicker sentences.
Okay. So a shorter version as you tell somebody what things mean or what they are. Version. Okay, now, I want to make an observation in the classroom. In the 3 minutes we've been going in this lesson, and I've been sharing information, you get squirrely quick. You get squirrely quick. Alright? Not everything in school is going to be active, active, active. Sometimes you have to listen for a while. So you need to put your body in a place where you can continue to focus. And if you're sitting next to somebody who's a squirrely one, make sure you're focusing on the teacher. If you're the squirrely one, focus on the squirrely hands beneath the table so no one's distracted. Or the squirrely foot at the bottom near the floor so no one's distracted. Alright? But that brain and those eyes and these ears have to be up here to get the most you can to do your job of learning. Okay? Alright, so we will determine 2 or more main ideas. Let's try to get for this first piece. And to do that, we will read from Immune System by Lori Klosterman, and that's what the paper is from. Please turn over or go to your reading. Alright? So would you pass those out? Would you pass those out? And you